On Saturday, the 18th of April, the Ahmadiyya Muslim community Farnham North hosted their annual peace dinner at Heath End School in Farnham, welcoming neighbours, faith leaders, professionals, and members of the public for a night of dialogue, discovery, and fellowship under the theme Peace Begins at the Table. The free event drew a full house of guests from across the community. Guests were treated to a community exhibition, a documentary screening, a keynote address, and a lively Q&A session. The evening focused on introducing the Ahmadiyya Muslim community to their wider neighbours, exploring pathways to peace through faith, compassion, and neighbourliness. The community's guiding motto, love for all, hatred for none, set the tone throughout the night. The keynote speaker, Mr. Ibrahim Ikhlaf, addressed the misconceptions of the link between Islamic and British values and made the case that the two are not just compatible, but deeply aligned.
If British values mean fairness, compassion, respect, standing up to others, caring for the neighbor, then these are not just compatible with Islam, they are the very heart of Islam.
The Q&A session that followed gave the attendees the chance to put their questions directly to the panel, which included missionary Mansour Clark and the community's National Secretary for External Affairs, Mr. Farid Ahmed. One of the most striking exchanges came when the audience asked about the community's stance on terrorism and violence, a question which Farid Ahmed Saab answered plainly.
The emphasis that is put in Islam is on compassion. The Holy Quran, the Holy Book of Islam, starts with naming two attributes of the Creator. It refers to him as the gracious and the merciful. There is no room for violence within the faith. And the only way to really improve our lives and improve our society, if you want to change the world, you have to change it by winning people's hearts and minds, not done through violence. It is done through love, through compassion, through mercy, through charity. This is the true teaching of Islam, and this is Islam that we believe in.
The evening concluded with a 3-course dinner, which all the guests enjoyed. After the event, MTA News spoke to guests to get their thoughts on the evening.
I think it is important because I think there's a lot of misinformation and a lot of people will see the word Muslim and shiver and shudder because the stuff they read in the news and I think it's just good to see there's a completely different side to the whole rhetoric that goes around.
I love the message. Peace, kindness is always the best thing, isn't it? Table that we sat on, they were a Gurkha family, and I don't know a lot about the Gurkha community, so I learnt about them and their community and about their religion as well. So that, it was really just interesting, as we were told at the beginning, just to break bread and make friends.
I was actually really impressed. I didn't know so much about Islam. I'm a Christian, so the acceptance, the fact that they accept Jesus Christ, that is a prophet of God, was really intriguing. And I learned a lot about the different types of Islam and the values, the principles. It was an eye-opener.
It made me realise actually how much we are taken in by the media. And you say some of these words like jihad and Muslim, and the reaction it brings about in people because of, I suppose, what they believe and they don't really understand. So things like this, and it's really opened my eyes. It was surprising that there are just so many people that actually believe in the peace of the world. For me, it was, I've gone home hopeful, I guess, hopeful that with so many people spreading the word, that we will have peace.
The Farnham Peace Dinner is just one example of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community's ongoing outreach work across the UK, building bridges one table at a time. For many who attended, the evening was more than just a dinner. It was a first conversation and perhaps the beginning of a lasting relationship. Oshin Jadran, MTA News.